Stop throwing away your Comic-Con programs. There might be treasures inside. Hi everyone and welcome to Still Only 35 Cents, your regular dose of vintage comics and collectibles. For this one, I'm sharing another great piece of comic book history which proves that often overlooked handouts at comic conventions could actually be secret art portfolios. And if you adore the work of Berni Wrightson, you're going to want to see this. But before we get started, if you're new to the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button and ringing the notification bell for future videos just like this one. In 1977, the 10th anniversary show of the Comic Art Convention took place in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and to celebrate that event they issued a glorious program guide which contained an amazing portfolio of art from many of the industry greats at the time, including Jack Kirby, Neal Adams, Walt Simonson, Romita Sr and Jr, as well as the event's guest of honour, Berni Wrightson. So let's take a look inside. So here it is, folks, the 1977 Comic Art Convention Guide, the special 10th anniversary edition. And as you can see here, it's got a fantastic Berni Wrightson cover featuring Swamp Thing being attacked by a number of men. Absolutely stunning, beautiful stuff. As mentioned, Berni was the guest of honour for the event, and so it's only fitting that he would contribute the cover for it. Let's take a look inside. First up, we get a great DC welcome to the convention with the Creeper, Power Girl, Star Hunters, Mr. Miracle, and the origin of the Huntress. And again, Phil Schuling welcoming you to the 10th annual Comic Art Convention. Nice piece. An advertisement for heavy metal as it had just recently launched over in the US, and the Overstreet comic price guide. And here is that guest of honor interview article around Berni Wrightson, interviewed by Bruce Jones, with some great illustrations of some of his amazing work, including that amazing, iconic House of Secrets cover featuring one of his most popular creations, Swamp Thing. But it's great also to see Berni doing Batman on this page as well. So a great little study of this amazing artist. And then we'll flick through the rest of the book. Another guest of honour, John Stanley, with an article by Don Phelps. That's what I love about these programs. They're such a great snapshot in time, and you get to really get a sense of what was happening in the comic book scene at the time. But this is what we have been looking for. This is the section of the portfolio. Now, we're at a comic art convention, so it's only fitting that the Comic Art Convention Guide would have a number of pieces contributed by the talents that were attending. And what a list it is. So first up, we've got this great Gil Kane picture here, absolutely brilliant. And on the other side, a great one of Conan by Tony Dezuniga. Al Milgrom next, drawing Superman, and Keith Pollard with a Powerman image. John Romita Jr. with a rendition of Spider-Man. And the legendary Joe Staton with a number of female DC heroes. Great stuff. John Severin next with this beautiful double page splash. Assume that is Conan. We have Bob, Dunne and Hi Eisman. And a nice piece by Mike Vosberg. This one's a fabulous one by Marshall Rogers with John Romita Sr on the right hand side. Next is Don Perlin with Werewolf by Night. And then Howard Bender and Abel Jones with Subby versus It. A great image by Bob Wycheck and inked by Dick Giordano. And then overleaf we get this great Ken Bar image. Next up, an image by Paddy and overleaf another by Dave Cockram. Now we have an Alex Toth piece, as well as a Bob Klein. Then we have a Jeff Jones, awesome stuff, with an Ed Manley on the alternate side. Early Larry Hammer here, and Jack Abel on the overleaf. Trina Robbins and Pablo Marcos. Great Conan and Red Sonja. Keith Giffen on Batman. And Mort Lev overleaf. Grav Morrow on this beautiful double page splash of Flash Gordon. And a great portrait by John Buscema overleaf from classic Jack Kirby image of Ikaris from the Eternals. Wishing you all the best for the 1977 10th Annual Comic Art Convention. Ed Hannigan next with Walt Simonson on the overleaf with this beautiful image of Iron Man. Herb Arnold and a great Martian Manhunter of Mars image by Mike Nassar. Next is Carl Potts and Nick Cardy. We've got some works by Ted Key, Bill Griffith and John Liney. This page is one of my favourites in the book. It's a beautiful piece by Joe Sinnott and a great Neal Adams image of Superman on the overleaf. Stan Goldberg with a great image there and a beautiful Alice in Wonderland promo from Frank Bruner. Bruce Patterson is next. An overleaf from that. William Stillwell. Beautiful stuff. Terry Austin with the Sword in the Star. And Bill Mayer. Nice piece by Tim Kirk And to close us off, this awesome Ernie Chan piece. Let's finish off this beautiful book. As you can see here, it's not the first time we have another guest of honour, Frank Thorne, talking about his life and times as the Wizard and his time with Wendy Peeney, who he used to appear as Red Sonja in CosPlay. Awesome stuff to think that she went on to create the legendary ElfQuest. Great advertisements. And there we have a piece on cosplayers, early cosplayers in the 1970s. A Vampirella there. We've got a Wonder Woman, another Red Sonja, and a Nightcrawler. Absolutely brilliant stuff for the time. And to close us out, a whole bunch of beautiful ads for comics at the time. The 2 obligatory pages for autographs, unfortunately none in there. Marvel wishing happy anniversary to the Comic Art Convention. And to close us out, a beautiful Warren Publishing advertisement for their great books, including Vampirella, Eerie and Creepy. Really hope you enjoyed that. Pick a copy up if you can. So that's it. I really hoped you enjoyed this look at this great piece from a great event. I've previously covered the 1975 New York Comic Art Convention program, which detailed the history behind the event, and you can watch that video here. What's the coolest piece of art you've ever found inside a convention program? Let me know in the comments down below. I'm curious if anyone else has found a hidden gem that they are now holding on to. And with that, thanks as always for watching, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you all next issue. Don't forget to check out other great videos, as well as follow us on Instagram, Facebook and X. We also host a weekly live stream, the Merry Monday Mail Call Show, every Monday morning at 7:30 AM Australian Eastern Time. Enough said.